So you're treating affiliate marketing like a job. Show up, do the work, get paid. And that's why it's not working, because that's not how this works, right? One mindset shift changes how you see it. And most people never figure it out. So you're posting your links, right? Sharing products, doing everything right, technically, right? But nothing's clicking. It feels forced, like you're pushing, right? And people can sense it. You're thinking, I need more, I need to make a sale, right? I need to hit my goal. I need this to work. So every post feels like you're selling, right? Every recommendation feels transactional. Every link feels desperate. And people don't respond to desperate, right? They respond to helpful. So here's what actually happens when you flip the script, right? You stop trying to make sales and you start trying to solve problems, right? You see someone struggling with something, you solved, right? You share what worked, you mention the product, you drop the link, right? Not because you need a commission, right? But because you genuinely think it'll help them, right? So instead of posting to make money, you're posting to help people, right? Then the money flows, right? Instead of thinking, what can I sell today? You're thinking, what problem can I solve today, right? This is the shift, because people buy from people who care about helping, right? Not people who care about selling, right? And focusing on making money makes sense, right? That's why you started this, to build income, to create security, right? To make sales. So you think about sales consistently. Check your earnings, count your clicks, right? Worry about conversions. But here's what you're missing. The more you chase money, the less you make, right? The more you focus on helping, the more money comes, right? It's backwards, but it's true. Pay attention to this. Number one, you're not a salesperson, right? You're a problem solver. Stop thinking, how do I sell this, right? And start thinking, who needs this, right? Sales people push products, right? And problem solvers share solutions, right? You're not here to convince people to buy things they don't need, right? You're here to connect people with solutions to problems they actually have, right? When someone has a problem you can solve, sharing the solution isn't selling, right? It's helping. That mindset shift changes how you show up, right? It changes how you write, changes how people respond, because you're not selling anymore, right? You're solving. Number two, your value is in the recommendation, not the sale, right? You think your value is making people buy, but that's wrong, right? Your value is helping people make good decisions, whether they buy or not, right? If you recommend something and they don't buy, you still provided value, right? You helped them consider a solution, right? You gave them information they needed, right? So stop measuring your value by sales, right? Start measuring it by helpfulness, right? When you do that, you relax, right? You stop being pushy. You stop worrying about conversions, right? You just help. And ironically, that's when people start buying, right? Number three, money follows trust, right? Trust follows consistency, and consistency follows caring, right? You want money, so you think I need to make more sales, right? You need trust first, right? Trust comes from showing up consistently, right? And consistency comes from actually caring about your audience, right? Care about helping them, right? Show up consistently to do that, right? Build trust over time and money flows, right? you can't skip to the money part, right? You have to earn the trust first, right? And you earn the trust by caring more about them than about your commissions, right? And so how do you actually make this shift, right? How do you stop thinking like a salesperson and start thinking like a problem solver? Your mindset is 95% of this. You need to stop chasing sales. You need to start solving problems, right? You need to care more about helping than earning. But you also need frameworks, right? How to identify problems worth solving, right? How to match solutions to people, how to communicate helpfulness and how to communicate helpfulness authentically, right? I created a free guide that breaks this down in 7 easy steps. This is the guide I wish I had when I first started. And it's free because I want you to understand this shift and not stay stuck in selling mentality. The link is in the description. Go grab it, read it, and take action. And start solving problems instead of pushing products. And drop a fire emoji if you're done selling and starting to help. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out.